What you are about to watch is a thumbnail and title review for one of my students. I currently have been running my own automotive YouTube brand on social media for about 5 to 6 years now, full time. And now I help others to do the same. So I take beginner automotive YouTubers or content creators and help them to go from zero to full time, whether that means 100,000 subscribers on YouTube is their goal, or just going full time, quitting their day job. So what you're about to watch is one of my students submitted their thumbnail and title for review, and that's what we walk through. So hope you enjoy. Okay, Mr. Brown, this is your thumbnail and title review. So you have a beautiful, beautiful C7, right? Yeah, C7 Z06, and you got new wheels for it. So full review and details, made it short for the initial review. In this video, I'll go into more detail about the wheel spec and the reasons of getting new wheels for this car. So now let's run with this here. Let's make the thumbnail first of getting new wheels. So let's kind of do a little research, as we always do. So the title is, these are the forged wheels. They don't need to know this in the title. They don't need to know about these. You could say, forged wheels. You could say the brand. You could say comp spec, but they don't need to know GT11.X, VT, things like that. They need to know the main keywords and search titles, which would be putting new wheels on my C7Z06. Here's why, or something along those lines. So let's do a little bit of research, okay? Z06, let's just type this in. Corvette, new wheels, Corvette, okay? Now, this is the idea. Now, right off the bat, we have a few different options, kind of the thumbnail ideas and guidelines that we can base it off of. New wheel reveal for the thumbnail, new wheels here for the Corvette gets new wheels. That was 9 years ago, though. Let's just do a little filter, see what's working right now. Let's do this year. And then let's just do another work by popularity, which this is a little bit of a smaller, demographic. So I don't know if I would sort by popularity for this one. But let's see what we got here as just a little bit of research. Okay, so new wheels for my Corvette Z06. New wheels for my Corvette Z06. New wheels for my C6 Corvette. So let's run with this route a little bit. I kind of like this idea, something along those lines. So let's take a screenshot, okay, of this, because this video did pretty good, 16,000 views, nothing insane, but this topic for this title for this video is not going to be one of those videos that does a super high performer, but let's run with it anyways here. So I like this too. New wheels on the C8. You could black them out and put question marks over them just like that. But as you see, we're getting down into like the 3,000, 2,000 view videos. So either way, let's come up with a thumbnail for this. Now, we have the thumbnail right here, and I'm going to download this. Let's download this here. Okay, we can do JPEG, size in the middle, quality all the way up top. Download this. Let's pull up ChatGPT here. Okay, now we are in here, and let's put in our 2 photos for reference. Now we have added both photos, this one and the thumbnail reference photo, something along these lines. Now, let's tell it my thumbnail is the black Corvette. Make me a thumbnail for YouTube like the style of the thumbnail with the red Corvette. Use my car and don't add any text. So we'll add the text ourselves. Let's plug this in and see what it comes up with. Okay, it's loading. Let's see if it did any good here. Sometimes it's a hit or miss, but let's just give it a shot. Creating mystery Corvette tire reveal. We'll be right back. Okay, now here we go. We have a thumbnail ready to go. Now we definitely need a little bit of editing, but I love this. I think that looks really cool. It is a nice thumbnail. We're gonna brighten it up a little bit. Let's just download this image. let's plug it back into Canva here. Let's duplicate and add the photo here in. Here we go. Let's make it fit. Hang on one sec. Okay, there we go. Done. Now let's make it fit the thumbnail here, and we'll center this. Okay. Centered. Now let's extend. So we're gonna drop this down a little bit here. Now we will extend with our magic extend. Click on this, click on edit, magic expand. Let's fill the entire thumbnail here, just like that, to the left and right, using the YouTube thumbnail aspect ratio in Canva. It extended it for us. Now let's go ahead and there we go. There's an option. And let's erase the timestamp because it grabbed the timestamp, which we don't want that. Let's go magic eraser. We can move that and remove that stuff as well. Okay, it removed it for us. Now, how does it look? Let's go up a little bit just to make it a little bit bigger. And I like it. Now let's just do edit. Let's do adjust. Let's bump up the brightness a little bit. Let's go to, and you can just mess around with these until you get something that you like. Contrast a bit, highlights. You can leave that. Shadows, bump that up just a tad. Like that. Now let's go to saturation. Let's go up a little bit. Color edit. Let's see if we can grab a color edit maybe of some blues. Let's pop that up a little bit there. Okay, now we can add a little bit of vibrance to sharpness. We can bump up the sharpness a tiny bit, clarity a tiny bit, and vibrance. Let's see. Now let's go to temperature and go a little bit less of the blue. Something along those lines like that. Okay. Something like that a little bit here. Now we have a really fire thumbnail. Let's go up a little bit just so we have a little bit more room for our text. Let's just say this. And now we will add some text here and whatever font you want. Let's just add a text box and say new wheels. Let's find I like that one right there. And then we'll edit this effects. Can do something along those lines, just like that. Okay. And these are just ideas. You guys can run with this however you like. Now we can do that. We can do that. I would recommend a little bit of lift, something like that. New wheels. Can pop it back like that. Something along these lines. Okay. Or you could make it a lot smaller and something like this. New wheels. So this is the idea. It's a really polished and clean thumbnail. It gives you a really cool base to work with. I mean, when you look at this, it's decent. It's a really cool car, but the background is a little bit ugly. It doesn't really stand out too much. It's dark and bland, but now you see blue sky, a clean patio, this is kind of what we're going for with our thumbnails. Okay, so you see something like this, will you click on this? Or you see something like this, will you click on that over that? So a really cool thumbnail that we got with just using a little bit of AI and your actual car. So nothing is super fake here. Everything looks very realistic. You got the jack, you got the car up, getting ready to swap the wheels. The wheels are blurred, so it leaves a little bit to be desired. You got an arrow pointing to the wheels. It showcases exactly what this car is looking like. So let's go ahead and run with this thumbnail. I'll send you the thumbnail here and then a potential title, and hopefully that helps.